Hello and welcome to another Rivals of Ixalan draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Okie doke. So foil mythics are usually worth quite a bit on Magic Online, so I guess we'll just see how much this is worth. Because it could just be worth like 12 tickets or something. So the foil is worth 15 tickets, so we're just going to snap that one up. Yeah, nice pickup here. Great way to start the stream off. Also, it's worth 4 tickets on its own, so it would probably be the pick anyway, just because it's worth like four tickets if I sell it. But 15 tickets, nice way to start the draft, I will say. If this weren't in the pack, I think I would take Kumena's Awakening or Reaver Ambush maybe, but probably Kumena's Awakening. It's a good card to build around, but Huatli's a pretty fun one to build around too. She can do some pretty powerful things. Green-white tends to be pretty defensive. If I end up playing green-white, she's fairly easy to splash, but not sure if she's worth splashing. But yeah, nice to pick up a card that pays for my draft right off the bat. Okay, so the rare is missing, so I don't really know a ton about this pack. Golden Demise is a nice card to play. It doesn't really go with my Huatli at all. There's also an Impale. There's a Squire's Devotion. This is a pretty powerful pack as well. So if I'd started with Kumena's Awakening, I'd probably take Golden Demise very easily here. I think I'm still going to take Golden Demise here. There's not like Squire's Devotion is not insane compared to Golden. It's not like better than Golden Demise. I think Golden Demise is far better. Yeah, I like Demise as well. Tripped Up. Welcome to the stream, Seth. Hello. Yeah, I am not above taking cards for money when they're worth more than my entire draft. So if people don't like that type of money drafting, I don't know how you're drafting, because I feel like that's just good EV, as they say. I'm going to take Golden Demise here over the Impale, over the Squire's Devotion. Doesn't mean I can't play Huatli. I could splash here if I play Black-White. If Forsaken Sanctuary comes back too. I think it's better than Siren and Impale, so, and the Squires. Okie doke. Third pick. So this is another weak pack. Not going to take a land here. Don't have a reason to play red. Dead Egg Recall is not my color. Knight of the Stampede is interesting. This pack is just incredibly weak. Cacophodon's like fine, but I really don't think it's insane. Like, it'll probably wheel. I could take a Knight of the Stampede. It kind of goes with my Huatli. I could take a Sailor of Means and play like blue-black and not commit to playing Huatli. I could just ignore the Huatli. I think it's between Knight and Sailor. I don't like green-black as an archetype. Green-black has failed me every time I've played it. I don't think Cacophodon's all that great. Yeah, I kind of want to take Sailor. Thank you, Tripped Up, for giving me the confidence to take it. I like Sailor here. And, oh my gosh. So Deadeye Brawler is a great gold card. Waterknot keeps me in blue only. But I think Deadeye Brawler is just good enough to warrant taking it if I want to play blue-black. Kitesail Corsair is not necessarily what I want to be doing with a Sailor of Means deck. They don't really go in the same deck. Waterknot. So I think it's between Waterknot and Deadeye Brawler. Deadeye Brawler is splashable even if I don't end up playing black. I don't think I'm going to take a Regisaur here. Waterknot's good, but I'm not sure if I want to take that over a very good gold card. I think I'm just going to take the Deadeye Brawler here. It goes well with these two cards. It's pretty easy to splash if I do end up blue. Waterknot's good, but this card can win you the game on its own, kind of. It's also an insane blocker. Pretty hard to deal with. So I'm going to take the Deadeye Brawler here. Okie doke. A tough pack here. So, Arterial Flow's fine. Soul of the Rapids is fine. Dreadmaw is probably the best card in the pack in like a color that I'm kind of in. I'm not going to take Release of the Wind. This card is just not very good. It's like a very expensive flicker for your own the card. Arterial Flow is interesting. Maybe I just take the Flow. I think I'll take the Flow over a Soul of the Rapids. I don't love Mind Rot, though. I could just take a green card and hedge, though I kind of want to play black. Soul of the Rapids is also interesting. I'll take Flow. Okay, a pack that doesn't really have a ton for me. Deadeye Rig Haul is not insane. So I think I'll take maybe a Foul Orchard in case I want to splash green. Deadeye Rig Hauler is just not really what you need to be doing in this type of deck because your cards don't attack particularly well necessarily. You have like Sailor of Means that don't really attack. Kind of just an expensive tempo play. So I think I'll take Foul Orchard in case I want to splash Huatli. It kind of just helps make that a little bit easier. Not that hard on the mana to have an extra land in there that comes in tapped. Also, I could potentially splash green for other things, so I think I'm just going to take Foul Orchard here. How much is Blood Sun? I don't think it's worth anything, but it has been being played a bit more. It's worth a third of a tick. Okay. Now I think it's between Kitesail Corsair and Traveler's Amulet. I think I'm going to take the Corsair. It's just a pretty good evasive card. It does die to my own Golden Demise, but it can still block like all 2-drops can. Traveler's Amulet's not really insane, but it's just fine. And Kitesail Corsair is just a premium 2-drop. It can like just be a nice little attacker, get in for like 6 to 8 points of damage sometimes, and it can still just block on the ground if I need it to. So I kind of like picking it up here over a Traveler's Amulet. And now I am going to take a Traveler's Amulet. Dinosaur Hunters by no means is a premium 2-drop, and I don't really look like I'm playing an aggressive deck with Sailors of Means and Deadeye Brawlers, because Brawler doesn't really attack for a ton. It really wants you to descend. Arterial Flow is not particularly aggro. Golden Demise isn't particular aggro. I'm not really a Grasping Scoundrel deck. I'm just going to take the Amulet and maybe splash, like, probably not Huatli, because she's a bit of an aggressive splash, but maybe I'll splash something. So now I could take another Foul Orchard, really help me splash a green if I wanted to. Or I could just take a Recover, which I think is going to be my pickup here. I don't have a ton of creatures, but Recover is generally pretty good in this grindy type of deck, and I don't really have anything green worth splashing yet, and having one Recover. Dino Hunter, yeah, the thing is I just don't really need to prioritize 2-drops. I'd rather prioritize fixing. Now I'll take Forsaken Sanctuary in case I want to splash white. I mean, Dinosaur Hunter is just kind of... the cards that I consider aggressive a lot of the time are cards that just get blanked by like a 3/3. Like cards... Yeah, it just... I don't really need to prioritize 2-drops. I don't really need to... I'm just going to take this card, I think, over Sea Legs. And Cacophodon came back. I'll take that, I guess. Or I could take a Stone Quarry and just have all the non-basics. I don't have any red or white cards to splash, though, right now, except Huatli, which, I don't know. I think I'll just take Cacophodon. And a Aggressive Urge. Release to the Wind came back. Yeah, Dinosaur Hunter is just a very... It's kind of like just a 2-drop a lot of the time. And I don't really need 2-drops. Okay, Luminous Bonds is nice and splashable. I could just take that. Think looking at blue and black cards, there's a Kitesail Corsair. Dinosaur Hunter doesn't really get blanked if you're trying to use it for defense. Well, I mean, if they're not playing dinos, it gets kind of like blanked. It doesn't attack particularly well. Like Kitesail Corsair can fly over and get through some damage in my deck. But Dinosaur Hunter only really gets through a lot of damage if you're like building an aggressive deck, I guess. And like as a blocker, it's not exceptional unless they have dinos. So I think it's very medium. I think I'm going to take Luminous Bonds here and maybe try to splash it. I don't really need another Kitesail Corsair. I don't think I'm splashing a Huatli at this point, though I could. I think Luminous Bonds is just very splashable. I don't really have any removal, so I kind of like picking it up here. There's also no good blue or black cards except the Kitesail Corsair, which is not going to be insane in my deck. Huh. So, a common is missing out of this pack, which doesn't really tell me much because this pack is kind of weak. I mean, there's not really a card for my deck in this entire pack. Once again, lacking blue cards, lacking black cards. Not really mean anything, though, because this is just one card's missing. So, like, it's just kind of a bad pack in general for me. Let's sort by Convert Mana Cost, see what's going on. Probably not playing Huatli. So I have a decent ability to splash white. I could splash green too, but I'm not splashing green for a card like this. This pack is very bad for me. There's not a single card I really want. Like, Canal Monitor is like the most likely to make my deck out of this pack, probably. Not taking Flood of Recollection. I guess I'll take a Dreadmaw. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to take out of this pack. There's nothing for me. playing the Dreadmaw. Okay, now Dusk Legion Zealot looks good here. Secrets of the Golden City is also a consideration, but I kind of just want creatures at this point. I only have 3 creatures, so I kind of just want to get more creatures. Secrets of the Golden City, not insane, but a Time Stream is not insane. This card just helps me cycle through my deck, helps me find my other stuff. I would like 1 Secrets or 2 Secrets in this deck, but I'm just going to take the Zealot. And another Zealot looks nice here. As I said before, it just helps me cycle through my deck. It replaces itself. I don't need Adzakins here because I'm not playing green-white, really. I don't really need a neck breaker because I'm not that aggressive. Dusk Charger would probably be fine in my deck, but I'm just going to keep taking Zealots. Jeez. Blue-green Merfolk. I think the guy to my immediate right is probably playing blue-green Merfolk and is having a field day. He's going to end up with 2 Mistbinders. Like, what the heck is this? That's actually insane. Yeah, once again, nothing for me in this pack. I think I may have put the guy to my left in my colors with the way I drafted. I don't know, though. I kind of was in blue-black the whole time. I took a couple lands. Someone's going to have a great Merfolk deck, though they're going to have to be, like, choosing between those cards. I guess I'll take the Relic. I'm not splashing red in this pool. I'm not really splashing green, especially not for, like, a double green 3-drop or a 4-runner with no other Merfolk. I guess I'll take the Relic. Maybe I end up using it for something. And now, Dinosaur Hunter, Sea Legs, or Traveler's Amulet. Amulet helps me splash more stuff. I mean, it helps me with my white splash again. So I think I could take Dinosaur Hunter and be fine with that. I do need to start picking up real cards because these 3 are lands. So I think I'm going to take the Dinosaur Hunter, and I just need cards that I can put in my deck. And Traveler's Amulet is kind of like a land a lot of the time. So I could splash a Divine Verdict, or I could just play Expel. Expel's on my color, so I think I'll just take that one. Yeah. I don't actually have a ton of blue cards, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, maybe I just tunnel visioned way too hard, and I was just supposed to jump into green-black. But, yeah, like, I have more green cards than I have blue cards, kind of. I could just splash blue for this guy. Maybe I just take the Jungleborn Pioneer. Though, I feel like Expel's going to be good. Wow, Path of Discovery is a good card. Yeah, I think I tunnel visioned way too hard this draft. I don't know why I thought I was blue, but like I had like 3 blue cards and 3 black cards, and I just didn't want to play green-black. But Path of Discovery is a pretty good card. I think I'll splash Path. Traveler's Amulet is also nice, but... And now I'll take the Canal Monitor. Yeah, I think we did narrow... I don't know... I didn't actually intentionally narrow myself in on blue-black, but I think green was definitely relatively open. And if we're splashing white and we're splashing green, we might as well play our Planeswalker. I don't really know. Because I feel like black was fairly open. But, yeah, I don't know. I think my draft would be interesting to rewatch. Yeah, I agree, Zealotfish. I think I'll take Grasping Scoundrel. I'm not going to splash a... And then I'll take the green card. Probably not. We're definitely not playing Grasping Scoundrel. So I have good fixing, which is kind of nice, because I have 2 dual lands, with black being my main color. Lurking Chupacabra. Well, I don't have a ton of Recover. I mean, I don't have a ton of Explore. Oh, wait. Path of Discovery, Lurking Chupacabra is kind of sick. Oh, man, that actually is kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be neat. So do I just abandon my blue for an Abzan deck? This is what my Abzan looks like. I can play my Cacophodon. I can play my Colossal Dreadmaw that I picked up. I think I just go into Abzan here and abandon my blue. My blue is not very good, and I do have pretty good fixing for Abzan. And yeah, Dreadmaw's a nice pickup here. Or I could take Ixalan's Diviner. I think I'll take Ixalan's Diviner. It's just another 2-drop that helps me get to my stuff. And I'm just going to play abzan if I can. Okay. Now I'm going to take a... and so I'll just play green, black, splashing white for these 2 cards. So now I think I'll take a Pirate's Cutlass. It just goes well with all my little 1/1s. Or I could take a Deadeye Tormentor. But I think Pirate's Cutlass. How many creatures do I have? So I'll put all my non-creatures over here. I kind of just want more creatures. I'll take a Deadeye Tormentor, I guess. But I don't have a ton of creatures right now, so this card's not going to be very good in my deck. Brutal. I could also like go back into blue and just take a Siren Lookout. I think green's much more open. I have 4 good blue cards and like 5 or 6. I think Zeta Tormentor is going to be fine. Wow. I'm going to take Adzakan Archer here. But wow. This has been a train wreck, Dustin. Well, yeah, it's just kind of a weird spot. We're getting passed to by Merfolk now. Well, I'm not even sure if he is Merfolk. It could have been like guy 2 to our right or something. Colossal Dreadmaw is good, but I like Adzakan Archer a lot. Shining Air Sword is not a card that I'm going to splash. Burning Suns. Vanquish the Weak is nice. Also, we could take a New Horizons, but I don't think we need really help with our splash. We have 3 good sources for all of our stuff, our colors. We do want to be pretty solidly in black, so taking good black cards is good. There's also a Deathless Ancient we could take. But I think we have a decent enough late game, and we'll just take a Vanquish. Hey, the combo. Not sure if we want it. Because Lurking Chupacabra plus Path of Discovery is very cute, but I'm not sure how good it is when we only have 1 other Explorer in our entire deck. Chupacabra might come back anyway. I think we could take a Deeproot Warrior here. Or a Skittering Heartstopper, or a Desperate Castaways. I think we'll take the Deeproot Warrior. Nice contract killing. Pretty easy pickup here. And we don't really want a Costly Plunder. We don't need a Brontodon. We'll just take a Spike-tailed Ceratops. Not insane, but it's passable. So a bit of a rough draft here. And if we do need more top end, we can always just play like Canal Monitor, 1 or 2 of those. Cacophonon's kind of bad too, but we could play that. I'm hoping one of those Colossal Dreadmaws we saw will come back. Not insanely likely, but possible for sure. If it is Vampires to our left, he got pretty hosed this pack. Yeah, when we decided to abandon blue for green-black, the green-black lifestyle. We're not going to splash a slash of Talons. Splash a slash almost tripped me up. We could take a Jade Guardian. It's just a passable 4-drop. We could take a Skittering Heartstopper. I think we're going to take that as a pretty decent defensive 1-drop. It does also die to our Golden Demise, but we can probably manipulate our stuff to get Golden Demise to be favorable. Yeah, we took the individually good black cards. I mean, our card quality is relatively high, I would say. Okay, and now we'll just take a Legion's Judgment that we can maybe side in. Whew. This has been a tough draft. I think our deck ended up being passable. The contract killing also helps us splash. The card quality is not relatively high. I mean, I feel like our cards are individually decent. I don't think we're playing Blossom Dryad. Definitely not playing a Jungle Delver. We could take a Sleek Schooner, but I think we'll take that for the sideboard because it could be relevant. Though this card does get crewed by all of our like Zealots and stuff. I will take this for the sideboard. Queen's Agent coming back is kind of nice. Gilded Sentinel. Hey, Chupacabra came back. We could play that. It could be a spicy little combo. We now have 2 Explorers. Chupacabra is pretty bad on its own, but with Path of Discovery, it just wins you the game. Though Path kind of wins you the game on its own anyway. We'll see what we end up with. Probably not going to play the Chupacabra. Well, lesson learned, folks. Do not try and avoid green-black. I think I said I don't really want to play green-black, and when I took a card that was worse than a green card, and I got wrecked. Is Spike-tailed Ceratops even better than Canal Monitor? Probably is. So yeah, blue wasn't very open. I think it was correct to abandon blue the way we did, but we probably shouldn't have been in the spot where we had to abandon blue. Okay, so what do we not need? We do not want Aggressive Urge. That's for starts. Don't really want this card. First, we'll see how many creatures we have. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I guess we do want all the creatures we can get. What would a good green-black deck theoretically look like? Well, I've kind of train wrecked myself every time I've drafted green-black, so I don't really know. It just, yeah. So this is a possible build. I think we want the Deep-Root Warrior. It's just a much better, it's just a fine creature. When you have Path of Discovery and Huatli, what would a good green-black deck theoretically look like? It would most likely not include both green and black cards, yeah. Yeah, our creatures up here are pretty bad. I feel like Canal Monitors are just better, potentially. Geez. Because we have cards that want us to have a lot of creatures. Path of Discovery and Huatli both want us to have lots of creatures. Relic's probably fine on our deck. Lurking Chupacabra is not very good. It's actually quite bad. It combos with 3 of our other cards, so it's pretty just horrific. I think it's probably just worse than Canal Monitor. It is kind of a sweet combo, though. Maybe I don't think this card's going to be very good. It's kind of cool, though. Journey and Big Critters. I don't think Journey's actually very good. Journey to Eternity. I've played Journey to Eternity before, and it's very hard for me to get my guy to die and to flip the journey. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13, 16 creatures in this build. I don't really think I need Arterial Flow. It's just kind of hard to cast. I do have a couple of vampires for the Drain, but the Drain's not insane. I think Recover's probably fine in this deck. Golden Demise is fine. Rosca Relic is not great, but I do have a decent amount of 5 or 6 drops that I could ramp into. So with Path of Discovery and Huatli, I kind of just want all the creatures I can get. Jeez, this is a bad deck. Huh. So we do have 3 lands in here, so we need to make 2 cuts, I think, because we're counting the Traveler's Amulet as a land. Yeah. Journey is just bad. Yeah, that's what my opinion was of it was. I tried it out, but it did not perform. So, probably not going to play Gilded Sentinels. Gilded Sentinel might just be better than Lurking Chupacabra, though. I don't even know how I'm supposed to build this. I know these are in. I don't really love either of these cards. They are probably better than Canal Monitors, though, just because they're better blockers. And this card's kind of good with Journey Path of Discovery, because if it takes damage. Rosca Relic, I think, is going to be fine. Maybe I cut the Gilded Sentinel. Cut the Deadeye Tormentor. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Only 14 creatures makes me a bit worried. I could cut an Orazca Relic, I guess, for a Tormentor. Because we don't really mind if we suicide one of these guys in. And this guy's a fine attacker. This guy can would attack. You like the Lurking Chupacabra in the deck? I mean, it is spicy. I will say that. It's cool with Path of Discovery. But we have 2 other Explorers. You also like the Lurker Biased? I mean, I kind of wanted to run it, but I didn't think it was very good. I feel like it's more cute than anything, but I could just try it out. So I have 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures now. I think 16 is a good amount with Huatli and Path. But so now this is 24, so I need to cut 1 card. I could cut the Canal Monitor. This deck lacks win cons. Yeah, I guess that's true. Huatli's a nice win con, kind of. I kind of want to keep Canal Monitor, but at the same time I think it's bad, probably. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chup! The other Chupacabra. The non-ravenous one. This one's just lurking. Man. I think I can cut Arterial Flow. I feel like it could mise me some wins, though. But it's kind of hard to cast. It's not really what I want to be doing on turn 3. Might even just be worse than Relic in my deck, to be honest. So this seems... I don't really want to cut a creature. Canal Monitor is fine. Yeah, let's go. So we're going to run 1 Plains, I think, because we have... and have 1, 2, 3 sources for white. And treasures. We could maybe get away with 2 Plains. So they say that's our mana base. I kind of agree with that. 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is 1 Plains too few is the question. We do have 2 white cards, but they can be cast really late in the game. We have a couple Explorers, some card draw. We have Forsaken Sanctuary to get white mana. So 2 lands get white. We have an extra Foul Orchard to help our early mana. Don't really have a ton of double colored requirements. We can side this in against some decks too. I think we'll draw it like this. I think our deck is kind of spicy. I don't think it's insane. Definitely not insane. The deck kind of train wrecked when I was like midway through pack 2. I was like, huh, blue does not seem very open. I think I'll just play Abzan instead. But we're fine. We'll be fine. Whew, what a bizarre draft that was. Let's go. Time to get Lurking Chupacabra going. The home he always dreamed of. Joe Lolly, prepare for your doom. This is the type of hand I like to see. So we are going to be fine against a lot of decks with this hand. Jadecraft Artisan is just kind of bad in our deck. Basically a Gilded Sentinel, a Hill Giant. Hopefully Adzkin Archer can do work. Oh, yes! The 2-drop on turn 2. Let's go. Green-black, unbeatable. Can't be beaten. Just going to curve out perfectly. 2, 3, 4. Too strong. Oh my gosh. We're not going to play our Adzkin Archer, I don't think. Especially because we have Path of Discovery to just get more value out of it. And it'll probably kill something in white decks, like even if it's just a 1/1 token. Okay. So we'll attack in. Because the flyer is kind of annoying, so we'd like to be able to kill it with our Adzkin Archer if he blocks. And if he doesn't block, we'll just play our Path of Discovery. Start the value train running. Okay, that's annoying. Obnoxious for sure. But our 1/4 still stops it. Keep up the attacking. And so we could have Jadecraft Artisan to pre-combat, but I don't really want to do that. I think we're just going to Abzan Archer for no value. Because it can block his flyer, block this guy. I meant to put those on the stack in the other order. I'm not going to fight them. Land. Hopefully we draw land. Yep, that was perfect. Deep-Root Warrior now. That was actually an amazing turn. I should have played that differently, I think, but it was fine. I shouldn't have attacked, I don't think. I don't need to raise him. So I could double block there. I don't think he has a combat trick necessarily, especially not a white one, or he would have blocked last turn. Yeah, that worked out. Because he didn't block when I attacked him with my 2/2, which is usually something you do when you have a combat trick in hand, if you have it or holding it up, because then you can counter my combat trick with your combat trick and get some value. Okay, that makes sense too. I'm fine though. Okay. I think I'll just slam Spike-tailed Ceratops. I'm not under too much pressure from this. Though I could keep up the pressure with a Jadecraft Artisan attack, but I think I'll just play as Ceratops. Try to hold the ground. Do I need Huatli? He could gain me some life, probably. He'll probably attack it. I'll put it on top, I guess. I feel like it'll just be a fine card, especially with my lifelinker, because I can just immediately minus and hit him for like 10. Whew. So the flyer is the only problem. Once we deal with the flyer, we're golden. Or once we get this guy down, I'm going to start attacking. I kind of just want him to start attacking the Huatli, though, with his flyer. That was odd.
I'm going to go over to Liam's. Go to Liam.
Okay. Well, that doesn't look like what my opponent was trying to do. Well, interesting. Interesting strategy, to be sure. That was a horrific misclick from my opponent. So, yeah. The bold line of Luminous Spawning your own guy. Okay. We are in a bit of trouble. We're not going to play that. We're just going to play our Queen's Agent and hope that it can get in one attack. Doesn't really matter which order we explore in. Put that on top for sure. Play a land. He did Luminous Bonds his own creatures, Elefish. This just became a very embarrassing game to lose. We haven't lost it yet, Tripped Up. We're still okay for now. I hope we don't lose. We can recover to get our Adzakan Archer potentially. We can Watley minus on the Queen's Agent. Yeah, if we lose to the guy that did that to his own creature, then yeah. He also is like actually low on life. He's at 9. I can just kill him next turn. Okay, he has the City's Blessing. He has 1 card in hand. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could Luminous Bonds this and go for the win. Does this give trample? Okay, yeah, he just concedes because he knew I had the Luminous Bonds, so I Luminous Bonds this and attack him with both. Okay, yeah, that was a not a great click from my opponent. I wish I had a Plummet, that's for sure. Flow is not going to be insane. I'm just worried about flyers here. I think I'll run it back. Yeah, just got to be careful. That was not what my opponent was trying to do. We'll keep this hand. It's kind of slow, but we have our Treasure Maker, and we have a 2-drop that can help us find stuff. Not a great hand by any means, but our deck is not insane. So, oh, perfect. Now we can cast our Colossal Dreadmaw. Thank you, deck. Perfect. We are going to get there, I believe. Perfect. This is actually a much better 2-drop to play. We'll keep that on top. We'll be able to play it with our Contract Killing when we hit the Contract Killing. And we just want to draw spells at this point. We don't want to flood out too hard. And milling a spell seems like a good way to do that. Dusk Legion Zealot, in case we draw one of our tapped lands. We'll play the Swamp. Now we could double block that if we wanted to. Opponent doing nothing. I draw my bomb, kinda. It's not very good right now, but as soon as I draw creatures, it'll start being insane. Path of Discovery is a great card, especially when you have kind of dirtily bad creatures or medium creatures. So opponent's probably got a couple of the Golden Sky Marcher in his hand. And we have all the removal in the world that we could possibly ever need now, because our Contract Killing turns on our other cards. So I think we'll hold 2 lands in hand for a certain amount of time. Vanquishing our 1/4. Okay. Getting a bit aggressive with the removal there. Okay, Fathom Fleet Border. Sure. We'll probably vanquish it. Sure, no block. Oh man, this is disgusting. Oh, this is just dirty. Why did I play my land there? I don't know. Oh man. We'll put that on top, I guess. Because we can draw it, we can Contract Killing and play it. Oh my god, that was foul. That's the most disgusting thing I've done in a long time in draft. Lurking Chupacabra and Path of Discovery combo assembled. Jesus. That's wrong. That is not okay. Yeah, we'll kill that and play our Quatley. Though now we can't play Luminous Bonds. I think that's fine. We'll find our stuff eventually. We'll plus. Wild Growth Walker into Path into Jade Light is also fun. Yeah, my opponent just concedes. That was going to be a nutso game. Oh, man. That was like the meanest thing I've ever done to my opponent. He lost because he cast his aura on his own creature. Not a very good place to be. I will say this about our deck. It is definitely cool. I will keep this hand. Have a couple 2-drops. Have some random filler. Not going to mulligan this. Perfect 2-drop to find, though. We just need to find our lands. Perfect. Exactly what we want. Whew. Just going to get sketchy there for a little bit. Okay, we can block that all day long. I think we'd rather have the Deep-Root Warrior as a better attacker. And we'll hold up black because there's not any green cards for 1 mana that could be relevant here. So we'll double block this for sure. We'll trade off our Dinosaur Hunter, or whatever combat trick he has could be good, but should be good. Oh, that was great for us. Ixalan's Diviner, All-Star, Sky Terror, okay. That's annoying. Play our Cacophodon, pass the turn. Hopefully our Abzan Archer can kill something soon. We can also pull the spicy play of fighting our own Cacophodon, untapping our Forest, and playing our Deep-Root Warrior. That's a real combo. Okay. We'll attack with Cacophodon. If he has Divine Verdict, we don't care if he uses it. Play our Armasaur. We'll save our Abzan thing for our double spell, for a double spell turn. So he doesn't have a Bombard, or he probably would have bombarded our Armasaur. We're currently winning a race against him. Okay. We'll attack. If he wants to block, we get a 1/1. That was a interesting no block. We'll put that in the graveyard. We don't have any white mana right now. Putting cards into our hand that we can't cast seems bad. Our Abzan Archer is probably going to snipe the Suncrested Pterodon. Because he's probably going to start blocking because he can't race our 4/4. Lifelinker. Bombard, okay, that's good. Okay. He'll block here, but we'll just untap it. Not worth. That way it turns on another Bombard if he has it. Perfect. That's actually amazing for us. We get a 1/1. Oh, okay. We do get a 1/1 though. So I think we have to play our Abzan Archer just to start blocking that. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Dang it. Unfortunate here, but oh well. Flyers are annoying. Trailblazer. Not really doing much for my opponent here. Oh, that does. That's just going to be game, probably. Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't think we can win this game. He also has a Watley. Yeah, that's going to be game. Unfortunate. His Watley's, I think, better than my Watley. I'm just going to concede. It's not really a game. I just can't beat that card. Legion's Judgment is interesting, but I didn't see any cards it kills. Aggressive Urge is interesting to consider. I think we'll just run it back, though. Yes, I would like to play first. Perfect hand. All 3 colors on turn 3. Let's go. Our Watley can maybe spiral out of control. Perfect. Now we have the lands to cast it. So that means we're going to lead with a Deep-Root Warrior as a better attacker for if he doesn't have a 2-drop. And we don't really want to trade off creatures because that makes our Watley tick up slower. Huh. Okay, so yeah, we'll definitely hold back for the double block here. In case we draw a tap land, we'll go with this guy first. If we could trade off, we'd be fine with that. The +2/+2 combat trick here doesn't even save it. So this will get 2 loyalty counters. And then he hits it for 2. I like that. Not going to play around a Nest Robber here. Might be prudent, but I haven't seen a Nest Robber, so I'm going to not assume he doesn't have one for now. And then I can vanquish the weak whatever creature he plays that might be a threat to Watley. And if I draw a land, I can also play Ixalan's Diviner. Okay. That was actually a really good draw. So Dusk Legion, Zealot. Ixalan's Diviner. Put that on the... Put that in the graveyard because we can't cast it. Play land. Plus Watley. And pass. So now we're in great shape. He's mana screwed. We have a removal spell. What do you mean? Yeah, I just said I don't want to trade off because of Watley. I will trade off for if this attacks Watley, I'm not going to trade off. So, because I would rather have my 2 creatures in play. Because that means she gains 3 loyalty. Okay. So maybe I was supposed to keep Dreadmaw. That seems like maybe a mistake on my part. So I will play my Canal Monitor plus Watley. Attack. Well, stay back. I mean, I would, if I have an Ixalan's Diviner, then I can really favorably trade off. I can just trade 1 for 1 with that, and then this will net gain more because it's not getting attacked. Okay, so he's attacking me with this thing. No, he's attacking me with both. Needletooth. Okay, that's a great vanquish the weak target. Do I get greedy and plus it again? I will. I'll be greedy. Needletooth dying is great for me. They're still both attacking me. That's fine. Next turn I can Huatli minus to kill him, or I can emblem and draw extra cards and stuff. Death Spitter's fine. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. So Huatli was not insane that game, but she was fine. Arterial Flow could be interesting. Probably not, though. He's a bit of an aggressive. He's a very aggressive deck. I think we just run it back. This is a keep for sure. It's a great hand. We have all of our colors. We have a couple of good 2-drops. No 2-drop for him. I'll play my better attacker first. Do need to find some spells, but probably going to have to Luminous Bonds that. I can't really deal with flyers very effectively, and that thing's just going to hit me for like 8. So my hand started off very reasonable, I will say. It looks a lot less reasonable now, I will also say that. Okay. So, not looking great. If he has Huatli, I lose. We'll block like this in case if he has the Menace guy. This is better for us. I don't think we can beat a Huatli, so we can't really play around it. Yeah, see, now we can block the Trailblazer. So, yeah, this game was going to be hard for us to win no matter what. We just kept a 3-lander. I think we kept a 4-lander and just drew all of the lands in our deck. Oh, well. Okay. I like the Luminous Bonds play, though. I think it was really good for us. Yep, and we lose. Feels bad. So we can vanquish the weak this, attack Huatli with everything. He blocks, Huatli goes to 1. Next turn. We'll play our forest. Next turn, he Huatli makes a guy. He keeps back. This would jump. This would trade with that. Huatli makes a guy. I have 2 guys. He has 2 guys. Huatli's it. But he could also just plus. Yeah, I have to hold back. Unfortunate, but it happens. I think he probably top decked it, or he would have just slammed it on turn 5. So I needed to draw any spell this game, but okay. Interesting. So now could I kill it? I'll just draw. Another phenomenal draw here. Ooh, we had a land. We needed that. So, yeah, we're just very dead. This attack probably means he has a combat trick. If he has the pump spell, I'm in bad shape anyway, so. Yep, okay, so he has a couple 3/3s to his name. Hammer Skull's good. I don't think he has anything meaningful in his hand. He would have just cast it by now. Yeah. Unfortunate game loss. I mean, I feel like we were had a good opening hand, but just didn't draw a single spell really. I mean, we drew a couple spells, but they were like our least impactful possible spells. Like our initial hand was fine, but yeah, it didn't work out. Oh well. Yeah, we can't win this game. Oh yeah, it was not getting any better for us. Golden Demise wouldn't have even done it on this board. Unfortunate, to say the least. I mean, our hand was fine to start, but oh well. It's the type of game that even like if Luis Scott Vargas was playing instead of me, he couldn't have won it, I don't think. Though it's being Luis, he would probably have found a way. We can still get the 2-1 though. Mulligan. We don't have enough land. Oh, perfect. We'll keep this one. Put that on the bottom. We already have 3 lands in this hand. We don't really need a ton more. Maybe that was very greedy, put it to the bottom, but the Traveler's Amulet is essentially a land, and we kind of just want to draw spells. And our Dusk Legion Zealot helps us find lands, and I think we're good. We're fine. Bishop Soldier, sure. You'll gain a couple life. I think we're just going to play this tapped and search our library for a forest, so we have double green. Okay. Our 2/5 shuts down both of those cards. So we'll just play our Dusk Legion Zealot, take a hit from these guys, and then have our Cacophodon to do the good work. Because it can shut down both of those guys. We could also have like a Vanquished the weak one of them, but I think we're probably fine. Moment of Craving. Okay, that's an aggressive Moment of Craving. Don't know what opponent's up to, but that just doesn't seem very good. Maybe he has like 5 Moments of Craving. Paired up. I got paired up against someone that's 0-0. 0-0 is not up. Oh no is like untested. I feel like you're being sarcastic. Okay, so he has another removal spell. No, he doesn't. That's perfect for us, because now we can kill the Harpy with our... Oh my god! This is unbelievable. What is he doing? He doesn't have Ascend. Yeah, we'll just Vanquish the weak this. Yeah, we'll do it at instant speed. No, I mean at sorcery speed, just so he can't have a combat trick. Because we're in great shape. Huh, yeah. That was a brave attack, to say the least. If he attacks here, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Vicious Conquistador. So he's trying to be very aggressive, but it's not really going to work out for him. I think we'll play our Spike-tailed Ceratops and then Golden Demise. There's no reason not to wait, because he's not going to play like a card that gives his entire team +1/+1. And if he does, and it's like a Legion thing, then we just get more value. So we'll just play our Ceratops. Don't need to play our Canal Monitor yet. I considered the Canal Monitor, but the Canal Monitor dies to Dark Nourishment, which my opponent could have had there. Okay, now I'll start attacking. Though I could just keep developing my board. I kind of just want to Golden Demise and then next turn Queen's Agent. We're playing against some new AI. Yeah, we'll just Golden Demise. Attack him for 2. Maybe that was a bit bad on the Golden Demise front. I could have just, if I forgot I didn't have the City's Blessing. I always mess it up. When I have a creature, I always think about it, but whenever I have an instant or sorcery, I just doesn't even cross my mind. We could Path of Discovery here. I kind of just want to start gaining life, though. This is actually close. I think we will attack with both first. Then we'll... So if we play this, then we have a 9 power, so it's like a 3-turn clock. This is a 4-turn clock. I'll just play the Queen's Agent. I don't think the game's going to go much longer. And I can potentially double spell with the Path of Discovery. So I'm just going to use my mana efficiently. Oh, the combo has been assembled. Let's go. I'm not going to play around Settle the Wreckage. Going to play Canal Monitor because that means I can kill him next turn. Paladin of Atonement, okay. So he can block my 5-powered guy. This is 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I can just kill Paladin, yeah. Path of Discovery. Lurking Chupacabra. He doesn't even gain a single life point. Yeah, that was sweet. Don't think I need this, though it could be good against his Harpy, so maybe I bring it in. Though he's very aggressive, so I'm not sure. That's the only card I'm really considering here. I kind of want to bring it in, because the Harpy can be a problem, but I do have Contract Killing and Luminous Bonds for it. So it doesn't really, it's not as relevant. Okay. Just have to be sure that maybe save removal for the Harpy. Excellent hand. Hopefully we can win off of the back of this hand. Though, yeah, he's on a mulligan. We have our Heartstopper to stop some of his 2-drops. We have our Path of Discovery. We have a removal spell. This is a pretty good hand. Conquistador does not match up well against Heartstopper. I will say that much. So we can block it. And then next turn we can block and use its Death Touch ability. Yeah, opponent really threw away that Moment of Craving on our Dusk Legion Zealot. The Dusk Legion Zealot couldn't block anyway. We'll block. Sure. This way we don't have to hold up mana all the time. Oh no, opponent is going to be so dead here. I feel bad. Not really, but you know what I mean. It's going to be bad for him. It is not going to be the pleasant experience he's always wanted. Oh. At least he'll have a 1/1 for his troubles. He only has 2 cards in hand right now. Yeah, I'm just going to fire it off. It's not the best Golden Demise ever, but it means I'm not getting hit for 4. I'm only getting hit for 1, so it'll mean I have all the late game I need in my hand to win, so, and I have a removal spell for something threatening. That is threatening. So I will just... I'm just going to play Path of Discovery. I don't think he's going to sacrifice stuff. If he does, I can kill a Glenelenda with the Vanquish still. I have a couple 2-drops in my deck. I have 5 2-drops in my deck that I could cast, and then I'll get value out of Path before I kill Glenelenda. Glenelenda is terrifying, though. It has definitely wrecked me in the past. The Moment of Craving would have definitely been a good card in this spot. I would have taken an extra 4 damage or something off of it. Gonna get a Plains. Play the Plains. I will pass the turn, and then I'm going to Vanquish the Weak on Glenelenda before he can attack. Okay, so yeah, Golden Demise would have been quite good here. Oh man. Why not attack with Glenelenda? Interesting. So opponent has nothing in their hand. Oh, that's a sick combo. We're going to just play our Queen's Agent, try and get this to be a 5/5 maybe. We'll put that on top. Because 5/5 life linkers are pretty nice. Maybe I should have binned it the second time, but who knows. So we can go Solly's Diviner, double Explore. Top. Now this is a 2/5, so we can Huatli. Start ticking up. We could also minus at some point to make this into like a 7-powered creature, but I don't think we need to do that yet. Okay, that's a problem. So he's sending his whole board at Huatli. I still have 2 removal spells in my deck for this thing. I'll keep my Huatli alive for now. Now I'm really going to start digging for it, though. The Harpy is definitely annoying. I'll also be able to hit my opponent for 5, and maybe he'll trade off. So we want to explore first. Perfect. Never didn't have it. That was great. I'll give it a bunch of stats so I can just hit him for a bunch of damage. And he concedes. We got the 2-1. Well, that was a pretty good draft. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on Twitch, streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to it down in the description below. If you would like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Twitter. Tweet me at NicolaiBolas. I post there whenever I have a 3-0 deck list, when I go live, and when I have a new YouTube video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click the thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. If you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave them in the comments section down below. I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. That's going to do it for this video, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.